Is it recording? Yes. So while we're waiting, so let's pick our blue color. So what we're doing is a day scene of the raining art piece, okay? So I wanted to do a light blue mixed with white. This is my big white. So I'm gonna pick one blue. So go over all the blues and pick whatever blues you like. I'm thinking about 2 to 3 blues to use, okay? So I'm gonna pick this one, and then maybe this one, the cobalt blue, and maybe a sky blue. So this is my 3 combination of the blue that I'm gonna use. Ida just joined. Good morning, Ida. Let me spotlight for everyone. Okay. So we're talking about, oh, Ida just left? Oh no, she's here. So Ida, good morning. We're talking about picking colors for our piece, the raining piece. So we're gonna do a falling leaf on the raining piece, okay? So we're gonna do the background. We're using 3 different type of blue from your collection, okay? So this is all I have for the blue, but I'm gonna pick this 3 color. So it can be a lighter one, which is a sky blue, sorry, this one. And then I have a cerulean blue and also a comet blue. Okay, this is my 3 combination. And then I'm gonna use white to blend it. I'm gonna put this aside. And then for the leaf, it's gonna be 2 yellow and a brown. I can use this 2 yellow and a dark brown. Let's see. This one. Those my leaf color. Okay. And then maybe a little bit of, I probably won't use black for now. We'll see. So, but I will use the dark blue for the shadow. Okay. So get all your paint color pick and ready. So when we start on the painting, it will be a lot easier. And then I apologize for I didn't mention we need Q-tips for our painting later for the raindrops. Okay. If you don't have Q-tips, I hope everyone has Q-tips. Everyone have Q-tips, I hope. Thumbs up, Q-tips, good. Aiden, you have good Q-tips, good. Ida, I can see your video. Can you turn on your video so that I know that you have all the supply? So Q-tips, hairdryer, and your canvas or your paper, okay? I'm gonna put my blue away. So get your biggest brush ready. I guess we can start now, okay? If Zoe joined, it's gonna be a background, so it's easy to catch up. So I guess today's have a lot of tournament going on. This month is tournament month. So a lot of the sport athlete, they're all busy with that. So get your mixing plate. I'm using those party plate. I have some leftover party plates. And then I'm gonna pick up some blue. I think this is my lighter one. I'm gonna squeeze up some blue here. Oh, I'm running out of this color. It's okay, I don't need a lot. I'm gonna mix them anyway. And then I'm gonna have darker blue. The second darker blue. Make sure you close them really well when you open them. Or sometimes but those are my 3 blue colors. Okay, and then we can start. Ida, you still haven't turned on your video yet. So I'm not sure you are ready. Ida, you still here? Can you hear me? Or you just lock in, haven't have a chance to. Okay, we're gonna start, okay? So we're gonna have some water, of course, mixing with the lighter color, right? So get your biggest brush because we're doing a background. And again, we're doing horizontal, sorry. Did I mention that before? Horizontal paper, not vertical. Okay. So I'm gonna move my paper. I think my camera is a little bit off. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna do the first color. Okay, hang on. My brush is kind of wet. Hang on, okay? I'm gonna try something. Give me 1 second. Get the blue ready. I'm almost there. I want to dry my paintbrush first. Okay. So, okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. With one brush stroke, just going over like this. Just the background. Just try to cover the whole thing with the first light blue first, okay? If you don't have enough paint, you add to it later. But we're gonna do the whole thing. I'm not sure what size of a paper you guys use, but any size will be fine. 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11, 9 by 12. No matter what size it is, as long as we're doing the horizontal format, okay? Ida, still cannot see you. Are you there? You can chat with me if you're there, if you have problem with your camera. I just want to make sure you're ready. We're already starting the background. Let me move my cup away. So a very light layer, okay? Maybe 1 or 2 stroke, as long as we cover all the white first. The white paper, I mean. Okay, if you're not enough blue, you can add a little bit more. So my first blue is gone. So I'm gonna add more to it. I'm running out of this blue actually. I just have to squeeze out the bottom part here. Okay. More coming up. There you go. You squeeze out a little bit more. Make sure you cover. Because when it's cold, your paint dry up pretty fast. So make sure you, when you open the cap, make sure you close them tightly, okay? Yeah, Tristan is not joining this morning because he was working on his science project yesterday, a report, till very late. So I'll let him sleep. It's okay. We can do this art when we have some time. Okay, let's do, oh, Preston and Grayson. They just joined. Good morning, Preston and Grayson. We already start the background. If you are, oh, I can see Ida now. Good. Ida, you have the Q-tips ready? Yeah. Good. Preston, Grayson, we are actually doing the background reading with the blue. So pick 3 blues from your collection. 1 lighter blue, 1 medium blue, and 1 darker blue, okay? So the first layer that we're doing is the lighter blue that you have. So I take up my paper from the booklet, right? So I have to kind of hold it on the side because it's moving. Okay. After we do the first layer, we're gonna do second blue. Make sure you add some water, not too much. Oh, good. Preston and Grayson are doing the background ready. Good. You catching up okay, boys? Yep. So, and also we need Q-tips. You guys have Q-tips ready? Yep. Awesome. So we're gonna add the darker blue on the right-hand side with the bottom right corner, Okay, I'm gonna add some darker blue here. You see that? Just a little bit on the right bottom corner. Okay, it's just like wash off another layer. I'm trying not to fill up all the white. When you brush through the paper, you can see the paper, right? The white underneath. Try to cover it as much as you can so that it looks like a finished piece, not halfway done, okay? You see the brush stroke here, you can tell the bottom corner, right? And then after I do that, let me wash my brush now because I'm gonna add white now, okay? I'm gonna add some white onto my mixing plate. White, I might need a little bit more. Same thing. I'm gonna use another brush now. After I add the white, it's gonna be the left corner. Okay, I'm gonna do some kind of white over here, but I think it's too dry. I need to add more water. Who told me they like acrylic paint last time? Acrylic paint is more easy control, right? Good. Evie and Aiden likes acrylic. So a lot easy to control because it's not too you won't be like adding too much water to it. It can be really light layer, but it's a lot easier to control compared to watercolor, right? So I'm gonna have mixture of white on this side here, which is the left side, like left side of yours too. So the whole entire painting on the left side is kind of white coming in. Okay, I'm gonna add more water so that it's blend better. Cause see, when you put the paint down without a lot of water, it kind of dry up easily, right? So you can go back to your mixing plate. My happy birthday mixing plate. I like to use paper plate so that I don't have to wash it. Just gonna throw it away. And those are the leftover, the best to use. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna blend it better all the way. It's dry up really fast. You see, when I put that down, I don't even have, so the middle part's already dry. Yeah, I have a glass table, so it's easy for me to clean it later, but I wanted to clean it now because it's white. I don't want to get it into the paint, the back of the painting. I'm gonna clean it a little bit here. Oops, do you hear that sleazy sound? Sorry. Okay, so at least I wouldn't get that too bad on the paintings. And then now I'm gonna put a piece of paper underneath. Because sometimes when you take the painting, the back of the paper, I'll get paint all over it. I don't like that. So I'm gonna put a piece of paper. Just in case. Okay. So I'm gonna move this up. Oh, Zoe just joined. Good morning, Zoe. I hope you can catch up. We're actually doing a background of using blue. So we picked 3 blues. Okay, so one lighter blue, medium blue, and a darker blue. So get your blues out and pick from your collection. And then we're gonna have 2 yellows and brown for the leaves. Okay, and white. And I have a big white. So do horizontal. Sorry, we don't know that you're joining, so we already started the painting. So we're gonna start over here with white. Keep going with the white until you cover the whole left area. And then when you brush it in, make sure you blend well in the middle. right? By doing that, you can add some water if you need to. I just remember we haven't done acrylic for a while, right? We've been using watercolor, Sharpie. I like using acrylic too. Actually, acrylic works the best is on canvas. Who is using canvas today? Anybody? No one using canvas? Oh, Ida is. Okay, good. I like sometimes using canvas, the material actually soak in the media the media that you pick, like the color, so much better. Because the paper will sometimes crumple up the with the paint and the water. So you see the gradation that I'm creating, right? So it depends on the brush stroke that you use, how big of the brush that you have. So I hope everyone have a thick brush like mine. If not, it's always a good investment to get some big brush to save so much time doing background. And also the stroke looks so much better. So if you have like very small brush like that, it's gonna take you forever to do the whole paper, right? So that's why, yes, Aiden?
Is
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, Vivian. Okay.
is there a darker color on the other side?
Yes, it's gonna be a darker blue here, my second blue here. So I use the second darker blue over here. I haven't used the darkest one yet. It's only the left, right corner. You see the difference on this side? From here to here is a different blue. You got it? All right, so I'm gonna make it darker even on the bottom. So I'm gonna go back to my other brush. Okay. And then I'm gonna use the second blue on my, I'm gonna continue with the second blue all the way so that I have three different color. White, underneath the white is the lighter blue, and then the lighter blue, the first layer, right? And then the second darker blue here on the right side, okay? So while I'm doing that, you see the brush stroke that I'm brushing through with the white? You can see the streak of brush, right? Stroke. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here using my left hand and try to brush it in like this. You see the different, if you do it from here to, from left to right, I won't see the streak mark on the left hand side here. So I'm gonna use my left hand to brush in instead of brushing out. So I'm trying to connect the middle. You see the connection of blending the blues together? I'm trying to create a gradation background. Okay? So sometimes painting is by experience, right? You need to know how every brush every brush stroke works together. Sometimes you need to add some water to different type of paint. So like different brand of paint is different thickness, right? Some like the white that I got right now, it's really watery. I don't need to add water. So those are the better paint that you don't actually have to add anything else. So if you don't, you have a not a too expensive, a cheaper set, you probably have to add more water to it. And the colors are very lighter too. So it really depends on what kind of material that you have. So you see when I stroke in with my left hand in, I create a brush stroke joining like this, right? Like your finger, right? You're kind of engaged with each other, right? There's a connection between one side to the end. You see how I create a gradation piece background? Just by different, same color, but different tone of blue. right? And also the brush stroke that I'm creating. See, make the background a lot more interesting. Like if you do a painting just by one color, do you think it's gonna looks really good? Or just one color without blending? That's why blending in creating your piece is very important. Blending the color. See, now I create this motion effect, right? So now I'm gonna let it dry a little bit by itself. If it's still not dry fully, I'm gonna use a hairdryer, okay? So right now, everyone, let me know when you finish this part here. So this part here, because of my finger was touching the paper, I'm gonna clean up a little bit here. All right, so I'm gonna let it dry while you guys are still working on the background. Let me know. And I'm gonna use hairdryer in a second. Okay. I'm gonna go over and clean my fingers a little bit because I have some whites on my fingers, okay? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So let me know if you guys are done and make sure if you're done with the background, why don't you guys go ahead and dry it with the hairdryer. Okay. I'm gonna do the hairdryer part in a second, but I can have it. Oh wait, how come my camera is tilted again? Oh, there you go. Let me move it up so they can see the whole thing. Give me a thumbs up when you're done at this stage, okay? Oops, hang on, let me check what's going on. A friend that just called me, maybe she wanted to join, but she couldn't join. Hang on. Okay, so whilst I'm waiting for everybody, I'm gonna sip on my coffee, waiting for you. So I can see others still working on the background. Zoe, you catching up okay? Any question of doing the background? No? Okay. Let me know, okay? What about Grayson and Preston? You guys doing okay? Yeah? Okay. Good. And get Q-tips ready too, Zoe. I just added Q-tips to material this morning. Good. You need more than just one, so get a bunch ready, okay? Hair dryer ready. Good. Were you up late last night? Because you can't get up today? Yeah, Tristan worked until like almost, I think until midnight. He didn't go to bed until midnight because he was working on a science project. Because he wanted to go to a party today for a birthday party after piano. That's why he needs to finish everything yesterday. So I'll let him sleep in a little bit. So we haven't have a weekend that we can rest for a while. We've been so busy with basketball and baseball now. So March is the most busiest month, or actually end of February starting, because we have overlapping baseball and basketball together. Yeah, he is still sleeping. Yep, I can't even see his head. Checking on him. All right. Anyway, so give me a thumbs up when you finish the background, okay? I'm gonna let it dry. And oh, Ida, you already done? Oh, good. Hair dry. Use your hair dryer to dry it. Okay, and see who else is done here. All right, I'm gonna unmute myself too. I'm gonna start drying it. Not unmute, mute myself. Okay. Okay. I think mine is pretty much dry. I have a water drop on the paper here. It's okay because it's gonna show on raindrops anyway later. So don't panic if anything happens small like this. So it's better to leave it than to fix it. So if you fix it with the paper rubbing it, it's gonna have a big spot there, right? So to minimize mistake like this or accident like this is to leave it. So I know everyone want to be perfect. I wanted to do perfectly on my paper, but it's okay. There's no right or wrong. It's gonna be a raindrops coming down anyway. So our composition is pretty simple. So we're gonna focus on raindrops coming down. But over here on the right bottom, we're gonna have a piece of leaf floating. Okay. So today's session is to teach you how to paint water drops and also reflection of the piece of leaf. So it's going to be a fun learning session because a lot of people doesn't know how to paint water. It's actually pretty simple. As long as you follow my step, everyone can do it. Okay? So give me a thumbs up when your painting is done for the background and also it's dry. Make sure it's dry, okay? And also remember the brush connection from the second darker blue. We are using the brush stroke brushing in from right to left like this, okay? Make sure the connection show. That makes the background a little bit more interesting. Okay? So everyone's still drawing it. I can see Aiden's still painting it. Are you guys have a smaller brush? Is that why? Take you a while?
No, it's cause first I don't know. I think it's cause I don't know, cause like we have like cause like the sometimes like the white blends in with the blue a little too much, so that we have to add like white on top and something like that.
Okay. No worry. It's okay. It's a good time. But make sure you dry it too, okay, Toby? Toby want to say hi again. Okay, okay. I'm gonna give him some treats too. Make him be quiet. Because Tristan's still sleeping. Shh. You know. Don't worry. So keep going if you're not done. So think about the Earth Day. Any ideas? Any one of you? Aiden and Avery want to do an Earth Day poster. You guys have any idea for them? That's a good way of thinking of bringing in trash, picking up trash. But beside that, what does actually Earth Day mean? It's to protect the Earth. So beside protect the Earth by cleaning up, we can also do let's see, a globe. We can do globe. We can paint a big globe right in the middle, I think. I'm just brainstorming right now. So because Earth is pretty much where we live, right? Where everything's happening, right? Earth Day is actually not only cleaning up, also wanted to, and also we don't have to use paint sometimes. We can use color paper. We can cut color papers or tear color papers to make a globe. I'm just giving you throwing you out some ideas, okay? Anyone have some ideas for them too? We can talk to them or even say out loud here. Vivian, you have some idea for the two boys? For Earth Day poster?
What is the category?
Earth Day. They wanted to Earth Day poster for a competition.
At my school, each grade has a different category. So last year it was like ocean for me. So
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know because Earth Day is quite broad, right? So Aiden, do your school have a category for you guys to choose from or just generic Earth Day?
No, I think it's just like just Earth Day, like just a basic drawing on the Earth Day.
Okay. So that's quite broad. You can save energy, you can save picking up trash like what you mentioned. Save like clean up the ocean, save their ocean creatures. I kind of like that approach too. Like save all my dolphins. I love dolphins. Save all the whales, all the sea turtles, all that. That's quite broad. So Earth Day can cover a lot of stuff, right?
Do you know that our school mascot is a dolphin?
Oh, really? Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love dolphin. Once I thought about being a dolphin trainer. I wanted to
Same,
be so
same,
close to the dolphin. I thought about that.
same. That's what I thought when I was little too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't my like my dream. It's something that I really want to do. It's like when I was older, not when I was a kid. I'm seriously thinking about going as a part-time job to train dolphins. Yeah, but it's close by. We don't really have like a dolphin preservative place, So it's just harder. And also the water is so cold here. So it's tough.
Yeah.
So I wish if I live in Hawaii or somewhere tropical, I can do that. I'm an ocean person. I love anything to do with ocean. That's why I love to dive. All right, everyone's done with the background? All good? Yes? Aiden's still drying it. All right, I'm gonna go straight to the piece of leaf. Okay, so the leaf is gonna be on the left corner, right? No, right corner. I keep thinking right, left. Okay, so I'm gonna have the piece of leaf over here. So make sure this area is not covered with anything, okay? So make sure this is empty. So, but we wanted to do some streak of water with the smallest or narrow brush you have. Like this kind of brush. This is perfect. So I'm gonna dip with some of the, so remember I squeezed out some darker blue, right? I'm gonna do some lines, right? Water line. I'm gonna do some lines here. Like floating lines, okay? You see some lines here? It doesn't have to be straight line because water doesn't go straight, right? It can be floaty lines. So, because this area is going to be water, right? Because the rain is coming down from the top. So make sure this is the darker blue because it won't show if you don't have a darker blue here. Even though I have a little bit of line here, very subtle, very, very subtle. Like use the tiniest narrow brush. Okay, over here. Over here. Not too much. Enough to see this is water. Okay. And then over here, some line. Maybe over here. It can be bleed off the page too. What I mean by bleed off is you cannot see the ending of the line from left, right. See one line here. Make sure I dry the brush because I want it to be solid dark blue. All right. This one is a little bit thicker. There's a few line. See, you can barely see the line. That's the how subtle it is. But you can tell this line. Okay, this area, remember, we keep it empty because that's where the leaf is. Okay. Okay, that's all I need. Okay, I don't need a lot lines. That's all the lines that we need. Okay. After we do that, oh, I'm gonna add one more on this area. I want to add one more here because it's quite open, right? Okay. After we do that, same thing with the white. I'm gonna squeeze out the white using the same white. I'm gonna add a little bit more white because we're gonna use the Q-tips now. After we do some lines here, we use the Q-tips. And then don't press it down too hard because when you press it down too hard, the cotton bud will be pressed too flat. Okay, I don't want it to be too flat. So I'm gonna have random drops of like this, okay? You see that the white dots that shows, oops, you see, when we have the cotton, random drops of rain coming down, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly where. You see, this is my mistake of the water. I just go over it. Don't worry about it, right? Just go over. Sometimes when you have water drops on the painting, random drop. So if this side is the cotton came out, we use another side. And then get a few ready. So only half of the page, not the whole area. So it's only the top part of the horizontal paper. This rain, Just random drop. After we do this size, we're gonna do smaller drops, okay? So we're gonna have different size of raindrops by using, see, I can press down it bigger or smaller, right? So this is a little bit smaller than that one, right? So you can, by pressing down how hard it is, depends on your press. I can press down with smaller drops here, right? You can have more smaller drops in the middle. Okay. Make sure they are all not in one line. They are scattered, all different. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit more wash drop too. So I'm gonna have lighter white. I'm gonna use another Q-tips. So I wash out a little bit of water on the white. So it's gonna be lighter one, okay? Because sometimes, look, it's too light now. Okay, so add more. So I'm gonna add more water on this part here. Okay, and then same thing, press it down gently. And then I'm gonna have softer drops. Okay. It's softer drops on the top. By softer, just keep adding water to the white. You see, it's very subtle. You see some of the subtle drops here compared to the solid white.
Morning, Miss Kathy.
Good morning.
Sorry,
Wow, Mia, I didn't even know you're joining.
I
We're
know,
already
sorry.
halfway there.
It's
Okay.
okay, Grace.
I
She'll
hope
just
you,
wait
it's
for the
okay.
video.
It's okay. I hope you can catch up. So we just did the background. We used 3 different blues. So we pick 3 blues from a collection, a lighter blue, a medium blue, and a darker blue. And then we do a gradation wash background. So try to catch up as fast as you can to do the background first. So we have white, we do the first layer with the lightest blue all over the page horizontally. And then we have a set medium blue on the right side and the white wash on the left side. Okay, try to do that first. And then we're doing the raindrops right now. Why you stay up all night? That's why you
Yeah.
can't join earlier.
We were out late yesterday and I forgot to set my alarm. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Totally understand.
Okay. let's set them
You're not the only one still sleeping. Tristan is still sleeping. Yeah, he was working late last night. See, I have some of the more softer, a lot more softer drops compared to the solid color, right? So keep adding it until we fill up all the raindrops coming down. So don't go to the bottom yet. We're gonna add the bottom later, okay? Because we have the whole painting is gonna have a lot of raindrops.
This cat.
Yes.
How do you make the raindrops like all of it? Because when I press it down, there's always like a hole in the middle or something.
That means you press it too harsh. Like don't press it too harsh. Just very gentle. Because
Okay.
you press down the cotton bud too flat. That's why you got a hole. Right? So you try to do it really, really soft. See, I barely touched the paper. See, very, very soft. Very soft. So I have a solid one. Some of them is kind of off a little bit. It's okay. That's how raindrop works anyway. Sometimes they are very, very soft like this. You see, you can, and also make sure you change your cotton buds. When you see the cotton came out like a string coming out, change it. Use another one. Use a new one. Okay, sometimes if you keep using the old one, it will have a hole. Got it, Aiden? Try a few of
Okay.
them on the side first before you press it down. it's all about practice. I've been using this kind of technique for a while, so I know how to control the cotton butts coming down on the paper. So just only add on to on the top of the horizontal paper. Okay, we're gonna add more later. Okay, so this is only halfway done. We're not even finished all the raindrops yet. Okay, so after we've done this part, Mia, you catching up okay? Yep. Shout out if you need any help, okay? After we do the background, we're doing lines. You see the lines here, Mia? I have very, very subtle lines of water on the left and the right area. You see the very subtle lines here? Just use the darker blue, the darkest blue to do that. After you do the background, make sure you dry it with a hair dryer and then use the darker blue to do the lines with a very, very small brush like this. Let me show you what brush I use. Like this. Okay? Use a small brush like this and use the blue paint to do some line. It doesn't have to be straight. It's gonna be floating lines. Okay? Flowy, floating lines. We haven't done all the lines yet. So now I think we need a darker color. So this is my other blue from my collection. So I already picked the darkest blue here, right? So I don't think it's dark enough or different shade the blue is enough. So I'm gonna pick this color, Prussian blue. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the blue. Don't have to be a lot because I only need a little bit. Only like a little bit like this much. Okay? I'm using the same brush. Make sure you dry it. Try not to use too much water. So I'm gonna add, if you go down into the lines that you already have, I'm gonna add another layer. See, my brush is too wet. So make sure your brush is dry. And then add on underneath the line you already create. Underneath the line, okay? And that's, I want to show shadows. You see, I added the one darker line so that I show shadows around. See that? So make the lines more visible. But not too much. It's only showing the shadow of the water underneath. Right? Because when the water come down on the ground, it has some kind of layers of water reflection, right? So this actually show water. You see, I already have one tone of blue, but I'm adding the darker line, like a double line, but this time with the darker blue. See that? You see, I have a lighter blue on top here, but this bottom part is the shadow. Okay, same thing on top, same thing on top. Wherever you have a line, it's the shadow of the line by adding a different blue, a darker blue. Yes?
What if you used your darkest blue for the lines?
Then you have to use black, a little bit of black, yeah. So that's why earlier I was telling you, should we use black? It really depends on your color when you see it on the composition, okay? So we always decide when we're gonna use the darkest color. So if you run out of the blue that you already use, then use black. And have to be very, very subtle. It's not even, don't be afraid of doing a shadow underneath the line, okay? Very, very subtle. Very subtle. So it's just adding another layers underneath the line. So you can see shadows underneath. This is like a reflection of water, right? See that? See, a simple lines, flowy line shows on paper can show water. Doesn't have to be much, you know, can be a little bit here and there. You can see how water flows. Not too much. Remember this part here, we still haven't done anything on here because of the leaf. We'll only add the leaf later. Okay? So make sure it's all dry, and then we're gonna add white over here for the leaves. Before we add the yellow, we have to add a layer of white first, okay? Because remember we talked about in the earlier sessions, if we have a dark background, we want to put color on top. It's really hard to sit on. So you have to add a layer of white first. So same technique here is to add a little bit of white. So this area, make sure it's all empty. We're going to add the leaf first. So you see that, let me zoom it in to show you what I mean by the shadow. You see the shadow? You see the shadow of the line underneath? So over here is a lighter blue, right? Let me show you by pointing like this. And then here, see the darker blue, right? Over here, over here. Those are the darkest blue that I just added, which is the shadow. Okay? I want to zoom in and show you guys. And then zoom out. You can see the whole painting. So I haven't finished all the water drops yet. So we're gonna add more by using the back of the brush tip. Okay, so let me know when you're at this stage, okay? Give me a thumbs up after you add the lines of shadows. How you doing, Mia?
I'm still in the light blue.
It's okay. Take your time. Yes, Vivian? You have a question? You good? Okay. Preston and Grayson, you doing okay? Aiden's good. So it's done with the lines back in the darker line shadow. Yep. When you do that, make sure it's a very, very small brush, okay? You don't want to do too thick.
Yeah, I used a small brush, but I accidentally made it too thick.
Can I see? Anyone want to show me what stage are you at right now? Show me. Let me add you spotlight. Wow, that's really thick. What type of brush have you used? Oh, okay, but it's still, you have to be very gentle. It's a very subtle line, right? Very, very subtle line. Oh, either you're using vertical format? Looks like you're using a vertical format.
It's a square canvas, so
Oh, okay, because of the angle, it looks like a, okay, it's fine. Square is actually looks really cute. Perfect. So make sure this area is empty, right? We're gonna haven't add the leaves yet. So what about Avery? Can you show me yours? Let's turn it around.
He didn't blow dry it.
Oh, just let him blow dry it yet. Oh, he's using a, oh, nice. Okay. Just try to make sure the line is very, very thin, not too thick, okay? It's okay if you've already done it, but try not to if you haven't done the lines yet, Mia. You hear that? So try to do the very fine line if possible. Vivian, you want to show me yours? Let me add your spotlight. Vivian, what are you doing? Can I see your painting?
I finished and now I'm just waiting for it to dry.
Okay.
I mixed a little bit of black with blue to make a darker blue.
I see. For the lines on top, we don't have a lot of lines on top. Make sure you have more raindrops on the top
Yeah.
because the raindrop is coming down, okay? You have all the raindrops are like all over, but try to do it, stay on top first. And the lines are on the bottom because this is the ground. This is the sky, kind of, right? Toby, shh, be quiet. All right, so we're gonna see, hang on. Toby, no,
Reflection bit.
okay, who want to show me? Ida, can I see yours? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, more different sizes of the raindrop. You can have a little bit small one by pressing it lighter, okay, not too all the way down. Then you can use you can see the smaller dots. Okay, it looks good. Good job. What about Preston and Grayson? Can I see yours? Let's see. Let's see. Did you use white for the raindrops? Oh, there you go. I can see it now. Good job. I like the blending. You guys did really good. All right, so looks like everybody's doing good. What about Zoe? Can I see yours?
Um,
You're still working on it? Okay, it's okay. Mia, you doing okay? Kathy, you probably want to help her a little bit. Okay. Who else? Everyone show me right. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the leaf, okay? So this area, we're gonna paint with the smaller brush again. Okay, make sure it's dry. Hello. Tristan just woke up. So we're gonna have a piece of leaf here. Right? So we're gonna draw a piece of leaf. I'm gonna have a pretty big one by doing this first. That's the bottom part of the leaf, right? And then I'm gonna have, good morning. How are you doing? Go brush your teeth. Go eat breakfast. Go eat breakfast. You don't have to join today, but we can do it later. So I'm gonna have a piece of leaf
that looks like
by brushing it like this, like a zigzag. Like this. Like this. It looks like a feather. But after I add the color, it will be look like piece of leaf. Okay. So add the layer of white first, okay? I know it looks like a piece of feather, but after you add the yellow on top, it will look like a leaf. But I just want to do the background of the white first, okay? So this leaf is going to float on the water. Okay? So that's the background. So as big as you can while your canvas size or your paper size allowed, so that you can see the shadows and the reflection later, okay? Not too small, because if it's too small, I'm gonna have all the way bleed out here so that I can see the whole leaf later on, okay? I'm gonna have a bigger chunk here. And that is gonna end with like this, bleed off the page. I always use bleed off objects because it actually makes the composition more interesting than everything is within the box, you know what I mean? Like try to think out of the box when you compose your painting. So where you want to put the subjects. Okay, so the leaf is the subject of the painting. So I always wanted to make sure it add interest for the viewer to look at. So this part here, I want to kind of bleed off, right? So this is a piece. So let it dry, and then we're going to add yellow and brown on top. So because of the blue background, you cannot paint yellow on top. Hmm? It does. Draw this. Okay? So it's raindrop. Go eat your breakfast over there. Yeah, take a while. It's not that it's not that hard. It's very easy. You already know all the technique. Tristan wanted to join right now, but it's okay. Just finish your breakfast first, okay? We can join later. It's hard to join, but he can start anytime. Okay, so just make sure this part is dry. While we're waiting, let this part dry. I'm gonna add with my back of the tip of the you're gonna start? And then we're gonna have this small little from the back of the tip and do small dots. I wanna have more dots here. Right, small little one. Little small little one over. It's like splashing water. It can be small little one close to the leaf, okay? Very close to the leaf. You see that? We have small one all over. It's all coming down from the top. Oops. Oh my God, almost drop it on my painting. Almost drop it on my painting. So sometimes you're holding the brush, have to be very careful. I almost dropped the whole brush. And then I'm gonna add more over this side here. Right? By adding really gentle. I'm gonna add more Q-tips too. Q-tips drop here. I'm gonna add more. The reason why we use the smaller dots because the raindrops coming down is bigger and then come down to the smaller one, right? So we use the raindrops here. Let me see how much water coming down. They're coming down. After we do that, we're gonna have some of the big one here. Okay, I'm gonna do two big one here. Okay. Make sure you wash the back of the tip so that it won't collect a layer. Right, and then I'm gonna have some big dots with shadow, okay? Shadow raindrops. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have run on the side of the, can you see? Let me make sure you guys see it. So I'm gonna add blue over the white, on top of the white. A little bit of white here. Let's see some of them I'm gonna add. It's not dry yet, that's why. I'm gonna add. Make sure it's all dry first. I'm gonna add some of the blue over the white. So there's like a shadow of the raindrops. But make sure it's all dry before we do that. Okay. I'm gonna use Q-tips now. More Q-tips. Right. Like, Aiden, are you okay with the Q-tips now? No more holes? Where's Aiden? Aiden, are you there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So what time is your tournament? You guys doing Ethan tournament too? Or no?
Only Avery.
Only Avery doing the Ethan? Oh, okay.
Yeah, only he does it on the March 10th.
Say that again, I can't hear you, Ed.
Only Avery do an Eden tournament on March 10th.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we only have March 10th too. So
Yeah.
next Sunday and the following Sunday, I don't think we have time to do the art session. Sorry, guys. So we're gonna miss 2 Sundays, okay? So on the, is it 10? Yes, 10 and 17. Because I don't know if it really depends on when we lose or win. If we win, it's gonna be an all-day thing on Sunday. But for the Ethan one, we only have Sunday. Yeah, busy.
We may not be able to join the following Sunday though. Aiden has a game on that day.
Sunday? No, I
Yeah,
mean
that's
March 10?
24.
Oh, 24. Oh, yeah. I don't know that they, I have to double check with the volunteer thing. Like we have to
Yeah.
help with the snack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we signed up anything because they told us not to sign up anything because we already have a lot of things on our plate.
Yeah.
So after it's dry, you see, actually have to, let me zoom it in. After the round ball, white ball, I add some shadow with the darker blue that I have. Same thing with the shadow. I'm adding shadows so that you can see raindrops, right? See it, but when you do that, your brush have to be very, very, very fine. You see? You see, I add, let me zoom in and show you. Oops, oops. See that? Over here, all the shadow up there. Over here, I add one tiny shadow, very, very fine shadow. This session is trying to teach you guys how to do drops of water, right? So when you have drop, you can see some shadow reflection too. See that? And then I'm gonna add a little bit more, not every single one. You just have to do a few that shows water. I only add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe another one here. Make sure you pick a perfect circle. Like that. So that's the darker blue, okay? And then I'm gonna use the second medium blue, the second one, which is I use the one on the right corner on top. Okay, on top of the circle. You see, I add.
Yes. Like Maria though.
You see what I'm doing? See that? Let me zoom it out. Let me see the whole painting. You see, when I do the shadow, you can tell those are raindrops. You can drops of water. See the difference between without shadow and with shadow? You see the drops with water with shadows? It's become a solid ball, right? You can tell. So adding shadow is a key of a painting sometimes. It can become a raindrops. You can tell it's the raindrops of water. Right, I'm gonna add a few more on the top. Again, I did not add on to a lot of the drops, the circle. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Okay. See the difference when you add the shadow? This becomes big drops. Okay, so only this 6. It doesn't have to be all of them. After we do that, we're gonna keep adding shadows. I'm gonna add white lines here too. White lines on the blue lines. Okay, those are the reflection of water. You see that? I add some water line with using white on top of the dark blue. You see that? So that makes the reflection by just adding white line all over. You see the difference? After I add the white, everything just pop out. You see the water, flowy water, right? It's all about using the shadow. Where you apply the shadow line and the reflection line. You see the difference now? You guys doing okay? Today's session is actually more detailed, so you need to be very, very fine using a fine line, okay? After this is dry, make sure it's really dry. I think I need to blow dry it. This side here, the leaf, I'm gonna blow dry for muting myself, okay? Hang on. Let me mute. Okay, I think it's dry. Make sure you guys have done the fine line of the white on top and the darker line on the bottom. That's how you show water underneath, right? If you already done lines on the top, don't worry about it. Don't add the line. Just add the lines on the bottom, okay? Vivian, I remember you have some lines on the top, so don't add those shadows. Only add shadows and the highlight on the bottom because you wanted to show them the raindrops coming down on the ground. So the half of the page, the bottom half is the ground. I can see Ida's paintings. Really nice. Good job, Ida. So make sure it's dry. The white leaf have to dry first before you apply, okay? I'm drying my brush. So this is a really good brand of brush that I use. It's called Panichi. I think this is the one that I sent it to Vivian. You have the same one, I think. This is a really good brush because it will stay like this, and you make sure you dry it every time you wash it and put it away. Don't just sit it in the water. You always have to dry it. So this is, you can actually do fine lines with this brush. Okay, so after I do that, it's all dry. Make sure it's all dry. You use your finger and touch it. I'm gonna use yellow. I'm gonna start a new party plate. Party plate. I'm gonna have a little bit of yellow. 2 different yellow. Let me use the other one. And kind of like a lemon yellow. Use lemon yellow and a darker sunflower yellow, okay? Not too much. The leaf is not that big, so you don't need a lot of yellow. And then I need brown too for the shadows and the edge of the. Oh, I haven't used this before? No way. Oh, just not open fully yet. Oops. Oh my God, I squeezed out too much. It's okay. I'll use it for shadow later. Okay. So I'm gonna use clean water, the lighter yellow, okay, the lemon yellow. Let me put this on this side here now. So to paint with the lighter yellow first on top of the white. Same thing, go over all, cover the white. Okay. So this is why you need white background to paint yellow on top. If you try on the blue, that yellow won't show at all. It shows really weird. So that's the trick. If you wanted to paint something light over a darker background, is to use white. That's a very good thing for acrylic paint. And only acrylic can do this. You cannot use this technique for watercolor. It will see through. Does that make sense? See, a very light layer of yellow. Okay. And then make sure you cover all the white. The white is there is because of the color. It's not because you want white on the painting, right? That's why you have to cover every single inch of the white. After you do that, it no longer looks like a feather anymore. Okay, and then this piece here is the edge. Okay, so let it dry. Finish it. Give it to the, leave it there. Okay, while I'm waiting for it to dry, everyone's done this stage yet? So far? Did you add the small drops and the shadow of the drops here? Make sure you do that. Okay,
Miss Kathy,
yes.
for the lines, what are we using for the line?
Okay, remember I told you the use to pick 3 blues, right?
Yeah.
So the darkest blue you already used, correct? Do you have in your collection of paint, do you have another darkest blue beside the blue?
Is navy one?
Yeah, you can use navy blue. Yeah,
Okay.
use that blue to create those lines.
How
and
do I
use-
create the lines?
Say that again?
How do I create the lines?
Okay, so let me show you. Let me draw one, when we paint one line to show you, okay? That's my blue, okay. So use your finest brush, hold it straight. And then you go do, oops, I have 1 drops. Oh, this is why you need to wash your brush. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of the dark blue that I told you to mix with, right? And then not too much water because you want it to kind of dry, and then drew a line like this. So very fine line, straight across. Do a few lines here. Like that. After you add the lines, you use the darkest color. If you don't have a darkest color, you can use black for the shadow underneath. Okay, and also you use white on top. So my colors combination on the line is the dark blue, black underneath, and white on the top. So just now I already add the dark blue, so I'm gonna add white on the top now for this line. And then I'm gonna use the darkest blue that I have and put it on the bottom. That's the shadow. That's technique is showing the reflection of the water. Also the shadow. So you know that those are flowy water. You can do curvy lines or straight line. Not straight, like kind of like flowing. So there's no way you can paint straight line with water, right? Because it's really hard to do that. And it's not realistic. So very, very subtle lines, okay? Does that make sense, Mia? You doing okay with the lines? So try not to use thick lines, okay? Don't paint very thick lines. So I'm waiting for the yellow to dry now. I'm gonna blow dry it faster. You see the water flowing while you blow dry it? No worry, I can clean this up. Because when I blow dry it, the water flow from one end to another. And the water just drop. See, easily fixed. This just to wash it off. Sometimes you just have to wash it off. And then you can use blue on top too. The stick like this is not too hard to clean it up. See, when I blow dry it, I didn't know there's water drops on top already. So it blend with the white. So I'm gonna go back to my white and then I'm gonna have some drops here. Oops. You see that water splash? It looks more realistic. Okay, I kind of like this. Okay, so that's being fixed. I'm gonna add more small drops. I'm gonna bring down my other plates. This back here. So small little drops here, close to the leaf, okay? I want it to close to the leaf on coming down to the leaf actually. More dots. You see how small dot I'm using? Toby, are you okay? Okay, after I use the lemon yellow, I'm gonna go back to my sunflower yellow. Make sure you clean your brush. And I did not put a lot of water at all. I want it kind of dry. I'm gonna start painting on top of the light yellow. The reason why I do that because I wanted to have some shadow onto the leaf, right? I'm gonna add some shadows here. And then this piece here is actually, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown. Because this piece here is like a overlapping piece. So let me show you what I meant by that. It's a piece that is sticking out. So this is the outside, it flipped. The leaf is flipped one side. So by adding the brown on the edge, that show the how the leaf fold. It's not a whole piece. Here you can see the leaf fold one side. So this is the folding area. So, and then I'm gonna add more of the edge color. And then, you know, leaf have vein, right? It's not flat like this. It have veins all over. So I'm gonna show the veins on the leaf, right? By adding the brown. See how I'm gonna use the line here? By adding some lines, that's the vein of the leaf. Every piece of leaf have vein. See that? That's the folding part. So this is the folding side. So this area will be lighter. And then this is the darker part. Okay. So this is the flip side. You know, the leaf can fold. Okay. And then the bottom part will be the shadow. Okay, I'm gonna have a shadow because this leaf is not floating in the air, right? It's actually on the water. So by doing that, I'm gonna create a shadow underneath the piece of leaf using the brown. I haven't even add any black yet. Just using the brown, creating shadow. Painting, you always wanted to add some shadows because there's always a light source, no matter how dark it is. You still have some light source. You see that? By adding the shadow, now the piece of leaf is sitting on the water, not floating. We're not floating up on the air, right? After we do that, there's going to be reflection in front, okay? That's why I say this area wanted to empty, because in the front, we're going to have reflection of the leaf. Okay? So this area here, piece of leaf here, I'm going to also add some edge and lines, because the leaf is also coming out that way. You see the difference when I add the brown? Make sure it's all dry. Mia, you doing okay? You catching up okay? Okay. Good. The background is not that hard to do. You already know how to do that. I taught you many, many times how to do the background. So it's easy to catch up that way. That's good. And then I wanted to just to make sure that the drops of the raindrop is all different sizes too, okay, Mia? Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. And it's scattered. It's not like in one straight line. They're all different places. Okay, after I do that, and make sure the yellow, all this here are flat and dry, make sure. And then by adding more yellow onto the, now I'm gonna do the reflection. See how I'm gonna do the reflection, okay? Using the sunflower yellow, okay? By doing right here, by adding more yellow here, okay? Those are the reflection. This is the fun part. I like to do reflection on water. By adding more yellow. You see how, you see, I don't have the white on here, right? See, this is how different. If you without the white, you put yellow, this is how the reflection, the yellow looks like. It's kind of like muddy green, right? It doesn't look like yellow. So make sure when you do the reflection area, make sure if it does have the same shape too, right? Same shape of the, and reflection usually in stroke of lines, right? You see the reflection here? Not only yellow, we're going to add more brown, because it's going to be reflection with shadow as well. So after I do that, I'm going to add some brown line. All right. See that? Okay, you done? See the brown light adds the reflection, right? You can see the brown over the reflection here. And then I'm gonna start adding the blue back too. So go back to your blue. Let me get my blue out. I'm gonna start adding blue lines here too. See the blue line shows the reflection underneath. You see how the piece of leaf is sitting on the ground now? Before it was floating in the air, right? So this is why we need to add the shadow part. So the whole painting, the subject area is the piece of leaf. See that? It's so subtle, but it's very peaceful looking too, this painting. It's a good painting to hang on the wall. So I had a good choice with the canvas. I didn't use canvas today. But this is a good painting to actually hang on the wall. It's a very peaceful. That I just had this idea when I hear raindrops the other night. I was really busy this week, so I didn't have a chance to send out the material list earlier. But I assume everyone have acrylic at home, so should be okay. All right. So right now, I wanted to focus on more lines. So go back to the blue. So the leaf is done. Right, you add all the shadow, all the vein. And then now I'm gonna go back and add more lines of water, okay? So on the bottom part, add more lines so that the painting is finished. Kind of almost finished. But I wanted to add more lines so that it show more water on the bottom, okay? So I'm gonna add more lines. Where you see a lot space around, add more lines. After you add more lines, make sure you add the shadows again and the highlight. See how after you do the leaf, then you know where you wanted to add more lines. So that I want to add more to fill up the bottom part here. See that? And I'm gonna do over. And then after we do that, you go back to the lighter color, which is the white. And then add the highlight on the new additional line. Some highlight, random highlight too. It doesn't have to be highlight all over, okay? Oh, finish your milk. Okay. You find a book? Okay. All right. See all the highlight randomly. Then I'm gonna add more after you get all the lines in. Now I'm gonna go back and do some water drops with blue instead of white now. So go back to the whatever blue that you have left. I'm gonna go do drops, okay? But this time, instead of white drops, I'm gonna do blue drops. Blue dots. So make the top part more interesting now by adding different color of the circle. Let me get my plate over here. So I'll move my painting down a little bit, okay? So you can see it, the whole thing. So I'm gonna add more. So like this, Aiden, when you see my Q-tips is like this, see that? That means you need to change to a new one. So I'm gonna use the other side. So I'm gonna make sure sometimes you turn it a little bit better, like you turn the tip, okay? And then you do the dot that way. You can have darker dots, darker blue and lighter blue too, okay? You see when you add more drop like this, it add more textures to the painting, right? See that? All this instead of white dots now. I'm gonna add more dots here. Right? When you come down, the dots become smaller. Remember we use the tip of even over this side. Okay, I'm gonna add more here. But I like to stay light blue. I mean blue more over this entire area. So I'm gonna use the back. So now I'm gonna put away my Q-tips. I'm gonna use the tip of my brush again. And then do this, smaller dots. Can't really see that much, but I'm gonna just try a little bit better. See more darker drops coming down. And then go back to this area. Right? See more darker dots coming down. Smaller dots here. Okay. You see that? I also have bigger dots on the top, remember? So I'll go back to my Q-tips again. Go do more dots on top here. I think it's almost there. I'm getting very happy with my painting. It really depends on how much you want it to be filled up the top. Okay. Anyone ready to show me your painting? I'm almost done. I think I just wanted to clean up some of the details on the water drops here. You see those shadow water drops? I just wanted to clean up a little bit better because now it's fully dry. I'm gonna use the darker blue that I have to do more shadow here so that the drop looks better. So make sure it's all dry before you do that, okay? If not, you're gonna have like water all over. See, after I add more darker blue, it show better. See that? Only 6 of them. I didn't have a lot. It's just a hint of drops coming down. Okay. I think I'm almost done. Maybe a little bit more here. Just want to add a little more details. Let me know if you want to show me your painting when you're done. Can't wait to see everyone. Raindrops coming down. Yep, so I add a little bit more small one over on top. Okay? That's how you do shadow on water. I remember if you guys joined me in the early stage, I also taught you guys how to use paint bubbles. It's very similar techniques. Bubbles and drops of water is very similar. Okay, anyone want to show me your painting? Anyone? I think I'm done here. Just wanted to see all your pieces, all your masterpiece of artwork. I can see Ida still finishing off. Ida, you want to show me yours? Let me see. Are you still working on the shadow? Looks good. I can see it pretty well now. Yep, keep going. Keep going on the vein of the leaf because you still have a little bit more on the leaf here to show it looks, yeah, use fine. Good job with the brush choice. That's a very thin brush that you're using. It's good. All right, who else wanted to show me? How's Mia doing? Mia, you doing okay? No? It's okay. Take your time. Can I see? Hang on. That's pretty good. You catch up pretty well. Yeah, so now you just have to add the white first. Remember, add the white first for the leaf.
Does she have to blend the colors? I think
No.
she.
No, don't even have to blend. It's okay. So right now you just have to add the piece of white for the background of the leaf. Make sure it's on the right bottom so that it's coming down. Okay, that looks good. It's okay, you joined late, so don't rush. Vivian, what about you? Nice, I like the way that you put your shadow. Good. So make sure you add more raindrops with blue, different tone of blue. I have medium blue and darker blue. Okay, coming down, making sure the top one is bigger, and then when you come down, the dot is smaller using the tip of your brush. When you do the dots, don't do it too fast. Try to do it the whole circle. So if you do it too fast, it's gonna be like what Aiden was saying, a hole, right? It's not a full circle. Yeah, do it slowly. There you go. Good job. Aiden and Avery, what about you two? Can I see where you're at? Good. Now you just have to add lines over the shadow, the reflection, I mean. Right now is you only have yellow here, right? Making sure it's when it's dry, you add some lines. So the water is now you have a big chunk of yellow, like, but you have to do some lines around, okay? Then it will look a lot better. What about Ari? Is Ari doing okay? Can I see?
Avery, sorry.
It's okay. Oh, I can't tell. Oh, okay. So now you just have to add more lines on the reflection area. Okay, looks good. It's a little bit details today, so you have to focus. So don't worry if you can't get it exactly what I have on my camera. Don't worry. We're all learning. What about the two young boys? Can I see yours? Preston and Grayson? Oh, I like the raindrops coming down. Looks good. It's okay. If it doesn't looks like a piece of leaf, it's okay. As long as you know that's a piece of leaf here and then you're doing the reflection. Oh, that's Lucas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good job. Okay, do the reflection by adding lines on the top in front. I mean, not the top, in front of the leaf, so that it's actually reflection on it. Right now, you guys all over it's a chunk of yellow, right? You need to add some blue lines around so that it's sitting on the piece on the ground, not floating again. Okay, looks good, looks good. Zoe, I haven't seen anything from you. Can I see something? Okay, so you haven't done the leaf part, right? Okay, so make sure you remember you use white first. You paint a chunk of white first, the shape of a leaf, then you add the yellow, okay? Add the lemon yellow first, and then the sunflower yellow. All right, getting there. It's okay, everyone is a different pace. Don't worry. Zoe and Mia joined a little bit later, so totally understand you guys are behind. No worry. But everyone else doing good. And I can tell Ida is still fixing it. Okay. Yeah, Ida, your piece of leaf, make sure you have some fine vein on it because right now it doesn't look like a leaf, okay? Over here, make sure all the fine lines so that it's a piece of leaf like sitting on the corner. But looks good. I like the way that you use the bleed off. Good job. I'll see. I'll wait here if anyone have a question. Aiden, are you doing okay?
Yeah, Avery's just he hit his ear. So yeah. Avery hit his ear and he was crying.
Oh, are you okay? How can you sitting down by hitting?
No,
Hit
he was standing up because like after the middle of the art
Uh-huh.
class, he always gets up and to find something to distract him with or something.
Oh,
Like his
oh, feel
paintings
better.
aren't good.
Just rub it off. Just
Yeah,
use your finger to rub it.
yeah, and he sometimes also distracts me.
Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. All right, Mia, you doing okay? Adding the white piece of color on the leaf. Okay, good. Good catching up. Bless you. You okay? Keep going. Everybody keep going. What are you doing? So I'll be here and you can see my painting. Let me know if you want me to zoom in at any part, okay? Why don't I just zoom in the leaf part so that a lot of people are still on the leaf? You see the reflection I was talking about, guys? Right? This is the reflection by adding the chunk of yellow. But when you do the chunk of yellow, is actually the shape of the leaf. Don't do too rounded. It's just like a few lines, and then add also the blue line on top.
Auntie Kathy,
Yes, Mia.
doesn't Tristan have piano class?
Say that again. Have what?
Doesn't Tristan have piano class?
Yes, he does later. We're gonna
Oh.
we have to leave around. We have to get ready for lunch in 10 minutes. Yeah, he have a class at 12.
Auntie
No,
Kathy.
not 12. Yeah, 12 at 12. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, he has a class later. You have to bring him in, and then he has a birthday party to go to today. I'm done. I'm just waiting for everybody. Yep. Every Sunday he has piano, but we haven't been going to the group piano for, I don't know, 2 weeks because of basketball. Yeah, it's basketball season. End of the season, a lot of tournament going on, so we've been doing makeups on Monday, so today we have time because I have no basketball. So he's gonna go to the class. Oh, you found it.
Auntie Kathy.
Yes, Vivian, are you done?
I think I added in more of the colored dots and then made it smaller towards the bottom.
Oh, good. Did you add the, I like the, oh, let me zoom in. Can you guys see your water drops with the shadow?
Okay.
Can you show me closer? I can't really tell.
I didn't do that many of them.
Oh, that's fine. As long as you have few of them, that shows some drops coming down. Okay, that's good. I can see it now. Looks good. Yeah, I didn't have a lot either. I have, I think 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shh. Just gather, understand. And then I have some small one on the top here. You see some small one on the top here? So coming down, I have some small one and then a big one. Yep, if you guys are done, you can log off and take a closer picture and show it to me, okay?
Thank you.
And again, Vivian, 2 weeks in a row, we don't have basketball. We don't have art session because Tristan has basketball tournament.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Hi, Miss Cat.
Yes. Who's calling me?
Bye, Miss
Is it
Cat.
Tyler?
Bye, Miss Cat.
Bye, Preston. Bye, Grayson. Take a picture, okay, and show it to me. And good luck in your basketball tournament. Are you gonna have more? Or you're done? I know Lucas still have more going on. Right? So we probably see Lucas in our own tournament.
I still have more.
You have more? Oh, good. Good luck then. You did really well last time I saw you. Good job. Keep it up. All right. Good luck. I see you next time. I will let everybody know. Okay. Whoever is still working on it, it's okay. Keep going. I'm still here. I'm not logging off yet. We still have a little bit of time. I will log out at around 11. Okay. So keep going. I'll be here. If you want to show me anything, just show it to me. Just call me.
Miss Cat,
Yes?
I gotta go.
All right. Can I take a quick look one last time? Good. Yeah, it looks really good. Good job.
Bye.
All right, bye. Make sure everybody take a picture, okay?
Miss Cassie,
Yes, Mia. What's wrong?
how do I make the leaf and the thing in the water?
Oh, so did you paint the white background already?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now
No.
after you do the white background, you use the lemon yellow. Okay?
Wait, Miss Cassie, how do
Uh-huh.
I make the leaf?
What do I make the leaf? Can I see what
Like-
you add now? Can I see your painting? Hang on.
I'm
Okay, now you add the white first. So let me show you. Let me show you with a piece of paper. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Where's my other paper? Hmm? Give me 1 second. I need to find my booklet. Tristan, oh, Tristan took it over here. Okay, so Mia, so find a spot. Let me grab a really small piece of paper. Okay, so for your white, so you do a white over blue. So I can't really tell you unless. So you add. Hang on. So this is the blue that you have, right? This is the blue. For example, this is the blue. Okay, hang on. Let me put this away. So this is the blue that you have, right? I have to draw a small area of the blue first to show you. Okay. Then wash my brush.
Miss Cassie, can you zoom in?
Yes, I am zooming in. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay. So now you put the white. Make sure the background is dry. Did you blow dry it?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to blow dry mine because I did it really quick now. Okay, hang on. Okay, so do a white area like this. Okay, like a piece
Wait,
of
do you want me to use a big brush or a small brush?
small brush, small brush. The one that they use, as long as it cover the white area, right? And then use it like this so that it's the shape of the leaf. Make sure it's all white cover first. Right? Remember we did this before? If we have a darker background, you want to paint yellow or light color on the darker background, you need to have a layer of white first. That's what I meant by white, okay? So that's my leaf. Okay? And then when it's dry, make sure it's dry. I'm gonna dry it. I'm gonna mute myself now. I'm showing really quick. And then I'm go back to my lemon yellow. See, after the white is dry, you do the lemon yellow on top. Okay, that's how you do the leaf. One layer of yellow, light yellow. Oops, this is. And then a darker yellow. Cover it. Make sure it's all covered. So just now I have a touch of green because the blue is not dry yet. I'm doing it really fast to show you. Okay, this the piece of leaves is like that. And then you use a little bit of brown. Okay. Make sure when you do the brown, your brush is dry. And then you're gonna add, there's a folding area line here. Okay. And then the shadow underneath. And also the piece of leaf have some vein, right? Because when you see the piece of leaf is always veins coming in. So draw some veins. Okay. And then you add the veins on top and the bottom. There you go.
Auntie Kathy, I don't have any like your
Yellow?
colors of yellow, but I have like a bright yellow.
That's the only yellow you have?
Yeah.
It's okay. You just add one yellow is fine. It's fine. Just at least have one yellow on top of the, make it 2 layers then. While one yellow layer is dry, add the other 2 the second layer, okay?
Okay.
I'm adding brown veins now. And the top here. So. This is the folding. That's why you can see this, a folding piece of leaf.
Miss Cat?
Yes, are you done?
Yeah.
Can I see? Did you add the blue lines over the shadow?
Oh, the blue lines?
Yeah, look. This part here. When you do the shadow, you add some dark blue lines. Oops.
Oh. I was just trying to get rid of some of the shadow.
Why? Why you want to get rid of it?
Because I put too much.
No, now you have to add better back because right now I can see is only a chunk of yellow on the bottom.
Mm.
Mia, you doing okay with the leaf? Yeah? So this is my other leaf. Let me show you 2 leaves here. Oops. Uh-oh. Let me move the pad over a little bit. So when you do the shadow, right, Mia, you do one line here first, and then add different line underneath, okay? Like here, you do one shadow first with one brown, one line of brown, and then you add this, because I don't have blue anymore over the bottom. So let me show you. You can do some lines here. Okay, see, I add some lines here. Like that. See that? So after you do the yellow on top of the blue, and then do some fine line, just like what you did on the water. Right? Just keep adding the line stroke like this. Okay? It makes sense? So we are creating a reflection of the leaf. It's not only the shadow, we are also creating a reflection. Is Every okay, Aiden? His head is okay?
It was just getting distracted.
If you're done, go show Miss Cat. Go. Hey, is his painting done? Okay. If you done, show her. I told you. Yeah, show it to me. Show it to me if you're done. See, I add the piece of a little bit of yellow here, Mia, to create the reflection on the water, because the piece of yellow is the color of the leaf, right? adding yellow here too. I want my piece of leaf looks more bright. One book? Where's the other one? Hang on. Okay, any question, Mia? So after we do the lines, make sure the yellow lines here on the water, you also want to add some dark blue lines too, okay? Like what Aiden is doing. So dark blue, go back here and then do some line, water line. I'm recreating this part here to show you. We add some more lines on in the front. So you can tell we actually the leaf is sitting on the water. Can you move things around? What use your yeah. You see it? And blow dry it when you need to. Good job. Okay, Zoe, you doing okay? Let me remove you spotlight. You can see my piece of leaf. This is another creation of the reflection. So after I do that, I'm gonna add a little bit of the shadows area here so that it's actually sitting down.
Can
Yeah?
I show you?
Yes, of course. Show me, show me, show me. I want to see. Let me spotlight you. Yep. Show me. Wait. Spotlight wrong person. Okay, there you go. Nice. That's good. Good job, Ari. How's your head? Your head is okay? Good job, good job. Aiden, what about yours? Can I see yours?
Thank you. That's good.
That's nice. I like that. Good job. I like the water drops coming down. Good job. Mia, are you doing okay? Can I see your piece of leaf? At least the white area.
Miss Cat,
Yes?
we have to go.
All right. Bye. See you next
Bye.
time.
Thank you. See you
You're welcome.
tomorrow.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, good. So now you have to add, Mia. Now you have to add the brown line. Okay? You have dark brown, do you? So now you have to add the brown like this. Let me show you this piece here. It's the fully done. Tear this off. Oops. Zoe, doing okay? You want to show me yours? Or you're still working on it? If you're ready, show it to me, okay? If you're done. All right, 11:09. I'm gonna log off within 5 more minutes. Is it okay, Mia? Can you do this part by yourself? Yeah? So I'm gonna leave this here. So try to do this part here real quick. Need to get ready soon for his piano class.
We should go like a pencil or something. Just have it there.
And Zoe, can I see yours, Zoe, before we go?
Just he's stuck with it.
Let's see. Oh, You still haven't done the leaf yet? Okay, same thing with Mia. So do the leaf with the white first, okay?
I'm doing it.
Start with a piece of chunk of white area before you add the yellow. If not, the yellow won't go on. I'm gonna start cleaning up. Okay. So I'm gonna leave my piece of leaf here so that you both can look and copy.
Miss Cassie, I'm gonna leave because I already took a picture of this, so I can like once you log off, I can go back to that picture and look at it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Mommy, I take a picture.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for the class.
Welcome. I'll see you in maybe 3 weeks, okay?
Okay,
All right,
bye.
bye. Toby, you want to say bye too?
Okay.
All right, Zoe, you doing okay? Can I see yours? Like, whoops, you have question with the picture? I can take this picture and then show it to your parents, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.